my secret marathon. So I'm in Dublin, Ireland, ready to run the Dublin Marathon tomorrow, my secret marathon. Why, you may ask? It sounds ludicrous, you're training for Valencia Marathon, why are you in Dublin running a marathon? It's a great question, and it's not something I'd set other athletes, but I want to try things out differently on myself. For me, running a marathon in training is the most specific thing I can do to train for Valencia Marathon in 5 weeks' time. I had a 40k hard on the plan anyway, and I decided, why not make it 42k? Why not go over to Ireland and practice as many things as possible? So tomorrow I will be practicing race day fueling. I will be practicing pace strategies. I will be seeing how I respond to the nerves. Even small things like taking 5k laps at the 5k markers. Is this the best strategy for me? I'm trying to test everything that I've been doing in training to see if it works smoothly on race day. Even little things like traveling with my homemade gels through security. Can I take my homemade gels through to carry on? I wanted to try everything. The answer is yes, I got my gels through security, which was good. So I'm looking forward to trying them tomorrow. But yeah, it's just gonna be a really specific training run, a lot of fun. I had massive FOMO with everyone racing marathons, so I won't be racing it tomorrow, but I will talk through my pacing strategy later. When I arrived in Dublin, I went straight to the expo, I picked up my bib, I was in and out, I didn't talk to anyone, I didn't hang around. I'm just trying to keep this as low-key as possible. It's taken all the pressure off me, but I don't really feel much pressure anyway because it is, for me, a training run. But a training run that I really do want to enjoy and embrace. I haven't told anyone, obviously Kelly knows, but yeah, I've kept it quiet and I'm looking forward to giving Dublin a good shot tomorrow. So it's an absolutely stunning evening for a shakeout run. I've just done just over 2 miles. I'm doing some strides now. It's beautiful. Got fireworks in the background over there. It's bank holiday here in Ireland, so they've got Monday off. So I think a lot of people are going to be out drinking and partying and having fun tonight. But I'll be tucked up in bed thinking about the marathon. Looking forward to it. And legs feel really good. I'm surprised actually, because it's only been one easy day since my last session. This week's been pretty heavy. It was 16 times a K on the Monday. On Thursday, so I had 2 easy days then. On Thursday I did 5k progression, ending up at like 518 to 520 per mile, 320 a K. So yeah, that was a really good session. So I'm on tired legs. I've done 54 miles going into the race. It'll be an 80-mile week. But during the shakeout just then, I got the Garmin performance condition and it was like +6, which is a massive confidence boost the day before a race. So yeah, looking forward to getting out there, seeing what the legs can do on tired legs, learning as much as possible, and then trying to stick with what works, adapt to what doesn't in the 5 weeks heading towards Valencia. So I've done a shakeout and I've just got back from dinner. I went for Japanese, which is really random. I very rarely have Japanese food, but I wanted rice, plain rice, no sauce, and I got a side of rice with some soy sauce on top, a bit of sushi, and a miso soup. So miso soup's quite nice and salty and hopefully will be good the day before a marathon. But mainly it was just very ricey based, which is a great carb and something that sits well with me. Also popped into the spa to get my breakfast tomorrow, which is again gonna be rice. It's gonna be honey for fructose. And yeah, that's it really. But what I wanted to talk about is the pacing strategies for tomorrow. This isn't my goal race, I am on tired legs, it is a training run. So I need to be careful with the paces and run it the same way that I would have run this run back home. So Dublin's not flat, it's undulating, which is gonna make it tricky, but it kind of suits the strategy I had anyway. I am gonna hold back, but still run strong to feel, like I've been doing in all of my long runs so far in this block. So a strong feeling, but holding back slightly. And I'll do that until 25k, which is about 15 miles. And then there's some downhill bits in the Dublin Marathon, so it suits the course really nicely. And after 25k, it's attack. It's try and overtake runners ahead, it's push. I don't know what I'm going to be feeling like then, but hopefully, if I've gauged it right, the holding back for the first 25k will leave me itching to go and go, send it or whatever, go all in for the last 15k.
17k even, otherwise I haven't done a marathon, but you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it's 25k strong, and then go and see what I've got and push. So the last 17k, I've got the license not to kill, but to run as fast as I can, really push on tired legs. Yeah, so I don't know what result that'll give me. I don't know what pace that strong feeling will be early on. I'm hoping that the fitness is building and that the race atmosphere will actually make a quicker pace feel easier, but we shall see. I'm going to be trying everything with my gels. I've made homemade gels with maltodextrin. I've added electrolytes this time. So hopefully they sit well again. And yeah, I'm just going to practice everything I've been practicing, but in a race environment. And hopefully I get a good result and recover well and get a massive training benefit. And really, it would be nice to get some confidence from this as well. But we shall see. I'm looking forward to it. Bring on Dublin.
So just having breakfast in bed, living the race day dream. I've actually really struggled to eat my cold rice. It's already cooked rice, but I don't know if it's nerves or just the fact that it's horrible cold and hasn't softened up much because it hasn't been microwaved. But yeah, struggled with that, so I'm topping up with some Morten 160. So I'll get my carb goal hit with a mixture of a little bit of food and a drink. So for these specific long runs, I've been practicing eating 4 hours before and then eating nothing then in the next 4 hours except for a gel just before I start. The reason being is something called reactive hypoglycemia. Basically, what can happen is if you eat in that window, your body obviously produces insulin to store the glucose as glycogen, and what you don't want is your blood sugar levels to be going down through a spike of insulin as you get to the race, because then your body's almost like in storage mode when you want it to be in perform mode. And then I'll have my homemade gels in the race to top up the fuel as I go. Right, tracksuits on, ready to go. Good time to say thank you to Saw for being the series sponsor on this journey towards Valencia Marathon. If you want to save 15% off at Saw, it's TWR15. Great kit, love it. I'm ready to go. Remember the strategy, 25k holding back but strong, and then it's time to go. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Let's get this done.
I've got classical music on in my ears, time, Hans Zimmer, calm but motivating. Still got plenty of time before the race. Nice cold weather, spot on. So I'm by the start line, they're still setting up, it's quite early. I've got about an hour to kill before I do a warm up, so it's just time to chill out, find somewhere to sit and just try and not waste any energy really. Feeling pretty good, legs feel good. Yeah, and excited. I love this like calm before the storm, like all the setup and the build up, and you started seeing runners arrive, and yeah, I love it all. Love race day.
Marathon champion, but she also competed in the half marathon in the Phoenix Park.
Quay Maggie ơi, lock
The gun is up, the gun is gone, the wait is over, ladies and gentlemen. The start of the Irish Light Double
In, feeling really good. Just running my own race. I'm spending a lot of it on my own, but I'm just managing the effort and just trying to keep it controlled before I hopefully push on second half. We'll see. Love the course. This park is absolutely beautiful. So yeah, let's just crack on. Thank you. Oh, even a controlled marathon, it's a tough distance. Such a great race. But yeah, it was negative split on hilly, so hilly. But yeah, really nice. I think we should come back and do it again.
That's amazing that you negative split on a hilly course as well. Your pacing is just a dream every 10k.
So I'm not sure when the camera cut out, but I love that race. What a race. What a great city. It was tough, that was tough. But I felt so controlled. Like I said, the plan was kick on at 25k and I felt so controlled at 25k. I could feel the fatigue creeping into the legs, which isn't surprising. It's not surprising in a marathon anyway, but especially after a tough week. But yeah, I knew that when I hit 25k, it was time to go. And I was gonna play a game. Let's see how many runners I can pass and how many runners passed me in the last 17k. And the scores are in. Drum roll. I passed 17 runners. And not one runner came past me after the 25k mark. And it felt good, felt amazing. There was this guy in yellow up ahead and I thought I was gonna catch him. But the last 2k were really tough. I definitely slowed in the last 2k. I did pick it up. I negative split the race, but it's just the fatigue in the legs, it does catch up with you. So even though I felt aerobically great, still felt strong, still felt like I had loads of energy left, it was very difficult to then pick it up on the tired legs. So yeah, it's a really nice way to run a marathon though, to feel so under control for so much of it and know that you can pick it up. I'm not sure if it was the optimum strategy if I was trying to run quick though, because even though I knew I could pick it up, the legs just do get tired. But yeah, it's 2:31 something low, I think 2:31.10 or something. I'll have a look when I get my phone out. And a really solid result and a good place to be in 5 weeks out, I think.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it's a good place to be in. Just got to make sure that I recover well and still able to put a good week in next week, because this is just, you know, like I said before, this is just meant to be a training run, a big training run. I'm gonna get a big training benefit from that, but only if I can recover well. It's a real shame that the battery did die on the Insta360, because the support on the course was incredible and I was having a lot of fun despite my legs being in bits. That last mile, just the support, I was just smiling and grinning, and yeah, I wanted to show it, but never mind. I just love the marathon. I love race day and I love it. The whole city comes out to support. It's just such a good vibe, and I'm really happy that I came over here and did that. And now back to the hotel and into that bath, soak these legs, start the recovery. Feeling went really well. I took, like I said I was going to, homemade gel every 5k, and at about 30k I couldn't stomach anymore, but I think I got through about 150 grams of carbs, and then that was me done. And then plus the 25 at the start, about 175 in total. So yeah, not far off my goal, which was like 200 grams. I think my stomach's getting better, and I'm getting better at gauging when not to take any on and to leave it a little bit. So yeah, that was good, that worked well. Definitely something I'll replicate. And yeah, it was a good run, but also good because I feel like I've learned more again on what my body needs and what I need to do in this block to get stronger. You almost need to run a marathon to remind yourself just how hard they are and how tired the legs do get. But yeah, I'm walking fine now, so I don't think it's battered me too much, probably thanks to the Alpha Fly. So one of the things I'm fully aware of is the risk of running a marathon 5 weeks out from Valencia, but I also believe in risk reward, and hopefully today will have given me loads of fitness, obviously a physical and mental boost, but also condition the legs so that when I do hit Valencia, I'll be even stronger in that second half. Yeah, so we'll see how the next week goes. Hopefully recover well, but you never know. Maybe it was a mistake, but I love running and I love the process. So even if I have an absolute nightmare of the next week, in my eyes it was worth it just because it was such a great day and I love running, and having a marathon as part of the process, yeah, it's pretty epic, isn't it? Yeah, I love this game.